Chow, chow, chow. Oh, chow, chow,
Walking in as the heel.
chow, 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 chow. I love it. I love it. We just recorded that.
That's definitely a sound.
It's definitely a sound. It is 100% a sound. Agreed. I'd say it's a sound that is made by most people.
In no ways demonic.
No ways. And that brings me to my next point. Have you been,
Reading some
possessed?
some incantations from the Book of the Dead?
Have you been doing that?
Klaatu, Varata, Necto.
Condo. That's what I heard. I heard condo. I'm like, is he just saying, or sorry, not he. Is she?
They? Maybe
They?
didn't, I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
Their name is Dan, so, your name is Dan.
No. But when it was evil, it was like it was possessing everybody, right?
Oh,
Did it ever possess her? They, him.
No, man.
Already canceled.
Yeah.
Anyways,
hard,
before we
man.
get there, before we get to Evil Dead Rise, gotta say, my name is Dan. My name is Daniel Steven Stanfield. You can even find Daniel Steven Stanfield Productions on YouTube. You can find The Edmonton Way. You can find Quartha Lakes. By the way,
I'm just gonna give a first name though,
Do you-
Josh. I don't want anyone finding my address and
do you think someone's gonna find my address?
yeah, man, you'll be raped, strangled, and murdered one night.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
From this. And it's probably gonna be by the time that we're gonna be living together. So I'm also gonna get raped, killed, and
And
strangled.
murdered. Yeah, what if I put a fake address? Anyways,
1, 2,
do you want to know what Quartha Lakes is at for views?
1K. 1.2K. 1.3K.
1.3, almost 1.4. 1,394 views, mister.
Damn. Well, yeah, there you go. Slow and steady wins
You're
the race.
you're still killing it. I was trying to tell you that everything is going well. The Tomb, I think it's just Quartha Lakes in the Tomb. At
Those
least
are
you
the
have
only
two.
ones I care about, to be honest.
I've got some other, looks like Film Addicts Anonymous episodes getting some listens as well. On YouTube, at least. I get more on, we get more. I gotta stop saying I. Gotta stop saying I. I hate I.
Yeah, dude. Well, I think, we'll rebrand eventually and be like, yo, our, and just go nuts.
Yeah, and I gotta say, if we're gonna find anything else by Mr. Josh Kedge, are we gonna go to an Instagram?
I'm not going to tell anyone where they can find me because they can't find me because I'm not on there. Even if I do have a profile on these sites, I never answer them. I never go on them. It's just there to have, just networking. That's really all it's for.
And I mean, hopefully you meet someone cool too. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll get to that point eventually where I'll have a huge mass following and everyone loves me and they're just adoring me and following me and subscribing, That's
well, we've
future
got
me.
we've
future
got
Josh can deal with that,
Guys, everybody listen up. We've got 112 subscribers. That's right. 112. It's no longer just 20 since.
They won. They won.
Really? What was the score? 3-2?
Nice. That was live.
That was live. Thank you. Love it.
I thought we were going to get in trouble.
I thought there was actually it was Evil Dead basement all of a sudden.
Yeah. The matriarch gets possessed. I'll swallow your soul.
Dan, they won. And I'm like, who won? The Maple Leafs? Did the Maple Leafs win the playoff game? Oh boy, buddy.
Yeah.
I know this is going to come out way after that, but that's great. I love it. I hope they come back from the...
It's a timestamp, really, because it's like it proves
it is.
This happened at this exact moment in time.
I love it. Love it because there's a lot of things that I got to say about, time stamping. And I've told you about my my Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani go to prison together. And they got the Oval Office remake in the prison.
Several big networks are trying to option the podcast for like a TV show.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
It's actually
100%.
Aaron
know why.
Sorkin is very interested in writing it, I heard.
Is he American?
Yeah, dude. He wrote like The Social Network, The West Wing.
Nice.
All these really smart shows.
So what is he calling this one?
Well, it's untitled. It's an untitled Aaron Sorkin script.
Oh, that's right.
Based on a Daniel Steven Stanfield idea,
Yeah, it's called The Most Edmonton Way.
The most? What?
The most Edmonton way.
The other Edmonton way, the short film, like, this is the most Edmonton way. I have to say, which attributes to Aaron Sorkin's genius. Like, who else would come up with such a great title?
I know, right?
Jesus, Say what you will about Hollywood. They're not just all a bunch of, money-grubbing whores,
Yeah.
There's some good guys in there.
I do want to say, before we get into the final...
Backstory? We gotta have backstory.
Sorry. Before we get into the final part of the podcast, which is where we do the film.
Where we wrestle?
Where we actually talk about the film, is what I meant to
wrestle?
say. Oh, you just want to wrestle right now.
Yeah.
But he doesn't understand that I could break him in seconds.
Foxcatcher this. Yeah.
I'm not worried. So anyways, I'm not even a big guy, people. Like, I'm short.
Wait, how much do you weigh?
I lost 2 pounds, so I'm 178.
Okay, so you got 30 pounds on me. Would we be in the same weight category?
I don't know. I don't follow that shit, but probably not. I'd have to cut.
Phew. So yeah, we can't fight. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. What's your weight?
140.
Can't do that. I can't do that. I'd die. I'm probably gonna try to do 165 if I were to try, and we're gonna
bench press.
No, I just try to cut weight.
Oh wait, you wanna lose 160 pounds?
Not 160. I'm not 200 and
what? So you'll be 5 pounds?
What?
How much did you say you were?
I said I'm 178.
Yeah, 178. See, I gave you an extra 8 pounds unaccounted for when I said the other thing.
Yeah, but, that doesn't change the number that I was talking about. Anyways, okay.
But yeah, you're right.
Forget we don't know math. What is math? What is English? Let's get to the pod.
Numbers are science, Dan.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but
sciences matter.
You know what? I'm gonna
Whoa, you just chit-chit-chit-counted me?
Yeah. Joshua, no last name.
That means that we got to explain why we came to watch Evil Dead Rise when on our last podcast we promised some more straight to the heart content, some more movie selections that moved us, and we wanted to move each other, in a non-homosexual way. We were gonna bare our souls to each other through movies. And
Agreed.
instead of that, we decided to watch Evil Dead Rise.
We were going to do a mandate where it was Joshua's film of his choice. He would have had to force us to watch, as in we wouldn't know what movie we were going to watch until we were watching it. And you know what? We abandoned it because
we had never seen Evil Dead Rise.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say we had to abandon it
because Jack was missing, and we didn't want to.
And Luke was missing.
Yeah, we didn't want to do a whole nice. We didn't want to bare our soul to each other. Like, what the fuck?
No,
one person,
yeah. And
one
you know what?
person blows you. Really? Did he blow you?
What?
3 people blowing you, dude. Whoa.
What?
I mean, exposing yourself.
I mean, I guess. You're really good with words right now. I could see that would make me uncomfortable.
But if 3 other guys were doing it, I'd join in.
No. Yeah, I'd join right in. I'd say.
Well, we're talking about watching movies, though. That's what we're talking about. Joining in watching the movie. We're watching the movie.
I don't even remember where I was going to start.
So Jack couldn't make it.
Oh, Jack couldn't make it. Luke couldn't make it. And I honestly think that
I didn't want to show Dan my soul.
No,
alone.
That's not it. It was that there was the Leafs game, which we apparently just won. And luckily, I didn't watch it because that means they win. I shouldn't watch them because...
Stop watching them and then cheer later. You won. Woo!
Yeah. I'm going to end up watching it when I get home tonight, though. Now that I know they win. 2-1, I bet 3-2.
True.
I bet 3-2.
Money on it, or?
No. No money.
Wah, wah.
No, I did that with Luke earlier today.
Against the Maple Leafs.
No, I want the Maple Leafs to win, dude. I want them to fucking kick ass.
Wanting them to win and wanting them to make money is 2 different things.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. You're right. Okay, anyways. Intro, Evil Dead Rise.
Ooh,
I was not expecting to see this movie tonight, and you know what? It was a happy surprise. I didn't realize we could rent it on Amazon. And you know what? It was only $26. It's $25.
Holy Jesus, they fucking gouged us.
Only $25
Amazon,
to rent.
If you want people not to pirate your movie, make it cheaper.
Yeah.
Blockbuster never had $24.99 for a new release. It was $9.99.
Yeah, I know.
I know inflation takes into account, but it didn't feel that hard paying for it back then.
Look, I've got to say, I think the money aspect of it is what really butthurts Josh about this movie.
Yeah, man.
That was the starting of it. That was just the starting of it.
Yeah, the starting.
So we press play. We press play. Everything's going wrong with the internet.
We can't. Yeah.
We can't control that. We figure it out. We get that going. The intro is, I feel like it's a brother and a sister at a cottage, right? And then there's the sister's friend.
Yep.
Sister's friend there. And
well, no, it's the sister, the neighbor, sister's neighbor. Because remember,
Still friend.
I can't.
Still
I
friend.
can't reveal it yet.
Still friend though.
We gotta wait
Still
till the
friend.
end before I reveal the connection between the beginning and the end, right? Like it's almost like a 360, right? Like it. The interesting part that they do about that is like it's actually not a prequel, but it actually is the sequel to what unfolds in the movie. Right? Because the evil follows that chick from the apartment.
Oh, so you're saying the intro is the sequel?
Yeah. The intro is what happens at the end. You know how you're always trying to relate it to like how does it happen? Like how does that happen before that?
I didn't see that though. I didn't see that.
It's inverted, so it's like you're thinking the whole movie, how does this relate? And then by the end of the movie, it's like, oh yeah, no, that happens after. And you're like, oh, you know.
Yeah, so it was a weird bookend that I didn't even see.
Yeah. No, I saw that they were kind of playing with expectation a bit, you know.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so let's talk about the cottage. Beautiful place. You originally see the ghost like evil camera going through, and then all of a sudden it reveals that it's a drone. The drone is controlled by the brother that's an asshole, and just like, oh yeah, if it would have hit you, it would have just chopped off your face a little bit. Yeah, because she's like, you almost hit me.
Drones are not that powerful. Like maybe he says, I'm firing a military.
No, that's not that. No. He goes, it would have chopped up your face a little bit, but you'd be okay. Instead of chopping off your head, right? Yeah. She was like, "Oh, you're gonna decapitate me like that." So he ends up having to see his.
Don't have to explain it quite such in detail. Right?
Oh well, I guess we're ruining it a little bit,
A bunch of teenagers are at like it's a typical fair, right?
Hold on, it's just the intro. It's just the intro.
Yeah, this is just the intro, but it goes to typical fair, where it shows, oh, it's a bunch of teenagers in the cabin in the woods. You know, the incantation, the demon's loose. It's already loose, you know. And they all like succumb to it, and you know, just like evil reigns kind of thing. Like that's kind of the beginning.
Yes, the only issue I had with the only issue I had with the intro was that at the very end where you got the title The Evil Dead, which was amazing because the bitch is rising out of the lake, like
okay.
And it goes, and it's not like the last one. The last one, when the fucking titles hit, they fucking hit. They go,
Okay. Here's one thing. Okay, if we're gonna talk, like, we're gonna compare it to the 2013 remake that we just saw 2 weeks ago.
I'm not calling it a remake. I'm not calling it a remake.
Okay, the 2013 Evil Dead movie. No remake. I'm not saying it's a remake. You know,
I like people say it's a remake. I just don't buy it.
Okay, so I'm saying is the beginning of that one. Let's compare the two. The beginning of this one was basically the entire movie that they stretched out to an hour and a half of the 2013 one.
Okay.
They did it in 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
Which wasn't better. I'm not saying it's better. Like they missed a lot of nuances.
Well, it was an intro.
Like
it was an intro.
You know, but
it was an intro. Yeah.
But it's like literally they're getting the cabin in the woods thing out of the way. You know, it's still hit all the notes of the Evil Dead movie franchise. There is a scene in the cabin in the woods, you know, like there is all this evil.
But now my question is, how did that intro, that evil from that cabin, get to the city?
Well, that's the thing, is they played with expectation, and it's actually the sequel to what happens when we drop into the family here. Because that happens, they actually bring the evil from the apartment
Oh,
to the
right.
cabin, right? So it's
You're
like,
messing with me
oh,
right now.
shit, like the book, like they got down to the cabin because they brought it from the demolished building kind of thing, right? That's actually kind of clever. I do like that. That's
Look
subverting
at that.
expectations.
Look at that.
Thinking about it, when I explain it,
Yeah.
it kind of like I kind of like it. But I think what it comes down to is just the terribly hateable characters.
What it comes down to is that you're actually listening to me more about my philosophies and theories about film and the rules and the expectations that people have on a certain kind of film, like Scream, like Evil Dead, The Cabin in the Woods, right? When we talk about this movie, it's a Evil Dead Rise. And at first I was like, I hadn't seen any trailers. Actually, Josh and I hadn't seen the trailers. We didn't watch it. We wanted to be surprised. And you know what? I put that on you too, dude. Dude, check one, dude. I put that on you. You are starting to follow the way of the master.
Fuck trailers.
Exactly. So, where was I going with this? Please help me.
So we were talking about your fucking, we started watching the movie Evil Dead.
Yeah.
We both loved 10 out of 10 Evil Dead. You happen to really like the movie, which the more I talk about I kind of really like. On paper, it sounds cool. But on execution, it's just like all the characters were just super lame. All the queer characters were shoehorned in with no they didn't utilize anything about their psyche or what they're going through, or it doesn't have to be about them being gay. Like, you know what I mean? That doesn't have to be their biggest conflict in their head, but there has to be some kind of conflict, some kind of character thing with them. They just, you can't just say, oh, they're transgender and have no character development whatsoever, or no, thesis of the character. Like, you have to dive down a bit,
I do have to say that this film was shot on a really small budget.
Well, I mean, they had the exact same budget as the original.
Yeah, as the original,
like the remake. Sorry, 2013.
Really?
Yeah.
15 to 19.
Yeah. I think it was like 15 million or 17 million. One of those.
Well, I'm gonna trust you. Well, then fuck.
Exact same budget, and that's the thing is also they used a lot more CGI in this one.
They did.
They kind of cheated on their blood calculations because they filled a container of blood. I don't know.
It wasn't like raining
cheating.
blood.
It
wasn't raining
cheating
blood
to me. I don't know. We used 65 gallons. Well, that's because that's how much the space, allowed you to use.
Right.
I don't know. There's something about that kind of irks me about them.
They were what? Let's not get to that yet.
Let me decide a retort.
No. I don't have to decide a retort. I have a retort. Except it's not a retort. It's more like I'm on your side.
Yes, I won you over.
So I just want to get through the idea of this being high rise.
Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise. That's what I was trying to say before.
Another movie that could have got it right, but fucked it up.
But the fact that it went from Cabin in the Woods film, and this is where I left off before. I forgot where I was, remember?
Yeah.
So it started off as a Cabin in the Woods film, and then it gets into the city. That's breaking the rules, man.
Well, it's breaking the rules, but also including the rules.
Exactly.
Oh,
agreed.
right.
Agreed. So, in my
That part is
opinion,
very clever. I do like
in
that.
in my opinion, like I was telling you about the philosophies and shit.
Because also, how much of
the
a
rules.
cliche is it for horror movies to go into, like, in the past, this terrible thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are in the present, and the terrible thing is going to happen again to these people. You know, like,
So
it's so common.
this being in the high rise instead of the cabin in the woods makes it, at least for me, a higher risk film, because I used to live in Michigan. I used to go to that cabin in the woods. I used to go to a trailer and shit like that.
That cabin in the woods was your home.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it.
You know, I was in the gated community besides all the poverty and crack. Okay? It's fine.
I just wanted to buy some weed. I don't got weed. I got crack if you need.
No, I don't need that.
I don't
That's
got weed.
why I'm on the other side of the fence here, you know? I know how to say no.
So that aspect I loved of it. Loved it for. And continuing with any kind of horror and shitty thing, it
Like
was
how you
always
mentioned-
blocked by a door. It was always blocked by a door. The issue I had with this film, and Josh thought I didn't have an issue with this film, and I do.
Oh, you were going to say 10 out of 10. You were going to fight me and say this is the perfect movie ever
I kept
made.
telling him that throughout the film, because I was like, shut up, I think it's a 10 out of 10.
Then again, Dan, you said once that I made a ruin the movie for you.
No, I
I'm
didn't.
sorry if
No,
if
no,
my
no.
poisoned, riffing on it. or,
No, you didn't.
I
Oh.
hope that didn't have.
Well,
any
you know
influence
what?
on you.
Maybe you shouldn't talk so much. No.
But I don't know. What's your favorite movies?
no.
We're
I
watching
was.
together. Why would we watch them together if we're just gonna sit in silence?
No. It's not the silence.
Mhm.
It's that I couldn't hear the dialogue over that.
I assure you, it wasn't
Hey.
important.
What I was thinking about, though, is when we get our place together and we don't have to fucking worry about shit.
Yeah, we're gonna watch
So,
every single
what-
movie with the same kind of.
No, we turn it way up, and then when we speak to each other, we have to get next to each other and go, "Hey, Josh, can you hear me?"
We're gonna have microphones with PA systems.
Hey, Josh, can you hear me? Yeah, this movie is so fucking dumb.
Yeah, man. And I'll say yes, it is dumb because we're watching Evil Dead Rise.
No, it's cool because it's not at the cabin, man.
But let's compare. Okay, first let's compare it to the 2013 one. It's like when the 2013 one, whenever a character said a line from the original Bruce Campbell movies, I was cheering. I was loving it, But every single time they mention a single one-liner in this one, I'm literally like, go fuck yourself. You didn't earn that fucking line. You're not Bruce. But it's not like a sexist thing. Because like I pointed out, it's there's every single character in the family, in the important characters realm is a woman, is a female.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not female, then they've actually turned to female, and against men. So it's like,
and that also
obviously
breaks all the rules,
it
too.
shows you that men have failed this family, And I'm not saying that I'm offended. I'm not saying
No one's offended here, dude.
I'm not offended.
We're saying that
we're
saying that men failed.
I'm just saying men in this story.
Yeah, men failed.
Men failed.
100%. And you know what? another reason why I liked it. But Josh was like, eh.
But that's why it kind of...
Because the OGs and shit like that are male driven. I do wish.
But the thing is about that is like when Jane Levy was fucking kicking ass, you know, when she was fucking laying down the law and like chainsawing fucking bitches in the face, you know, like I was cheering. I never once said a female cannot do that, you know. I was like, oh my god, fucking yeah, like burn the chainsaw, like yeah, you know, like I was so on her side.
Do you remember when you remember when she was buried?
Yeah, man, like I was like,
and what happened? And what happened when she was buried?
Well, shoot, she had a fucking thing on her face and she turned demonic and was like, yeah.
And she got buried. And then what happened?
She got resurrected.
And what happens when you're resurrected?
You're Jesus fucking Christ.
And?
You're immortal.
A virgin.
No.
Call back, bitches.
No, Jesus banged Mary Magdalene. He doesn't just
that's a
I don't remember
I still
banging
win.
you, Mary.
I still win, baby.
No.
You fell into my trap.
No, that wasn't
so
a trap. That
it was so good.
Just asking me questions and I just slayed it with intellect. You know?
Yeah, you slayed it with intellect.
But I mean, the characters in Evil Dead Rise, like, I don't know, that was my main qualm. It's like, that's why, like, I do like it on paper. If you were to write the script and show me the scripts, I would like it, probably. But the way it was executed and the way it, like,
let's talk about the parts where you didn't like it, where it was executed. And I can talk about the same parts because I didn't hate it as much as you did, and I didn't hate it. I loved it. But when we're talking about the first daughter, number one.
Like
wait, no, it wasn't her first. Who was first?
What?
The first victim of the demonic.
The
mother. Excuse me. Thank you. The mother is actually the main demonic part of it.
The demonic force in the family.
And then it shows the daughter getting.
Yeah. Then the second daughter. No. She kills everyone in the hallway without prejudice, like really fast. Like she doesn't even fuck with them. She's just like, fucking kill you, fucking kill you, fucking kill you. And then she's like, now it's time to fuck with the family. You're like, why didn't she fuck with everyone else? Like, why is it so like she's just like all of a sudden in like a first person shooter, like, I gotta blow everyone's head off right now, like, and then she's just like, she throws the gun away and like, oh yeah, I gotta fuck with these people because they're my character's family.
Yeah,
yeah. Why doesn't she just fucking kill everyone like that? Like, same, like, you know, just, I'm going to kill everyone and just executing them all. You know, like, a demon could do that. Why do they have to fuck with everyone?
I feel like...
I know they're chaotic in nature, and that's kind of how they explain it in the movie, is that they're just chaotic, you know?
It's not just chaotic.
Them,
if you were to think it in...
let them go.
If you were to think about it in, like, I don't know what kind of perspective... hopefully the listeners tell me. But if I were to match the same thought as them, it'd be, let me gain as much energy as I can. Bad energy is my energy for positive, you know?
The thing is, yeah. You'd think almost instead of energy, I would say blood. You know? Like,
wow, blood, because it's Evil Dead.
Like, you know, like they, but like, to bring it even back to my whole short film, like the sacrifice, you know, it's like drawing enough blood to warrant something to return, right? Like blood is currency in like a demonic realm, right?
Blood souls.
blood and soul. But
bodies.
Blood visually represents the soul, right? Like
Right.
in because you can't show the soul, because they even say, "I'll swallow your soul."
I'll swallow your soul, you cunt.
I mean, they didn't earn it. They didn't sound
I'll
good.
swallow your soul. Yes.
But yeah, like the blood, the soul, it's like all about that. And like there's really like big overtones of like also Christianity. And
that was
like
throughout the entire time.
But but it almost paints Christians as they are the right ones. They could
This
actually
this one?
Well, no, I just say all of them. There's a really heavy Christian slant to them all. Like when you think about it.
Okay.
Evil Dead isn't necessarily like, it's more Christian than it is satanic, I find. Because the Christians, they are the right ones.
But
they prevail. They win.
What do they say to make or do to make it seem like that?
Well, they win, right? They defeat the demons are defeated. And the people and like the final girl or whatever, she defeats them. She's the Christian. She's the saint. She's the.
But it's never, ever with holy water, and it's never, ever with a cross. Those things hurt them, but from what I've seen, you have to burn them. And that doesn't represent.
Burn or dismember.
But that doesn't mean that it's like a Christian slay,
Yeah, no. But like, it's definitely something from a Christian.
It's happened,
nation,
Yeah, but it's happened in all nations. For
Yeah.
something like that, it's. Anyways, I thought we were gonna be way more mad at each other.
I know, right?
For some reason,
we're just being very existential, and we're not really talking about the movie, but we are.
This one I'm gonna actually have to edit, but I'm having a good time. So,
yeah.
Are you having a good time?
Cut out all my words that lead you to the truth.
No.
The truth is out there. You can find it. I'm being silenced.
No, I'm not silenced.
I'm kidding.
God.
It's
Are you having a good time?
Oh, dude. Whoa, I just fucking had a fucking... Yeah, of course.
Too bad Jack isn't here. Or Luke.
Yeah, I mean, Jack...
Motherfuckers.
I wish Jack was here. I wish Luke was here.
I know,
They
man.
probably would have hated the movie as much as me, and I would have had an ally. But Jack said it was more of the same in Evil Dead 2013. And
Also, he said that
not.
the intro song, or the intro scare factor with the titles and the loud sound was supposed to happen. I didn't hear that. It wasn't loud. It wasn't offsetting. It wasn't even close to the last one. The last one scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, and I loved that one.
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
This one wasn't as good.
So the truth finally comes out, and Dan comes clean with everyone that's listening.
It wasn't as good.
It's not as good. It was disappointing, wasn't it?
It wasn't disappointing.
You weren't cheering. I didn't even see a tear in your eye. Dude, 2013, like the 2013 one, there was a tear in my eye a couple times.
Yeah, but I can't cry right now. I haven't cried.
But it's not like
I haven't cried
sad.
since January 20th, 2023. I can remember the day.
That's like an emo song, dude.
January
But
20th,
let's change it to February
2023.
16th.
Let's
14th.
make an emo song about it. Yeah, I just had my heart ripped out. Ka!
January 20th, you never heard me. Like, I was trying out my bathroom floor, and then you heard me. Partly because I was on speakerphone, and then you heard me.
and I was too loud on the speakerphone.
Yeah, they always gotta have the high pitched voice, you know. If they don't have a high pitched voice, what the fuck are they doing to their nuts? You know, they clenching them, or they like just, you know.
I miss you, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight.
Oh, you got that, man. I need somebody and always.
Spiders, lots of spiders. I knew the lyric, but it sounded cheesy to say.
I love it, though.
Lyric,
That was good.
know?
That was good. Oh, man. Okay, so you know what? I'm just getting to the starting from scratch.
Yeah, let's rate it and start from scratch.
I'm going to go first because I do have a few things to say.
Nice.
Number one, it didn't feel like an Evil Dead movie. It hurts. It hurts to say that. It really does. It didn't feel like an Evil Dead movie.
Preach it, brother.
And every time Josh said something, I was like, stop pointing out the obvious.
I know it sucks.
No, I wanted to say it was going to be amazing, and I can't say it was good at all.
Oh.
I like the franchise because it takes place in Michigan, and it takes place in places that I've seen, I've been to.
Oh yeah, definitely. Places you've lived at, you know.
No, I never lived. No, I never lived there.
You had friends
until
that
I
lived
was
there, though.
35.
Yeah.
I moved in there when I was 35. Oh wait, that's 5 years from now.
It's coming.
Oh shit, we're fucked. To future self, Josh and Dan.
Don't
We're
move to
screwed.
Detroit. Don't move to Detroit.
Just don't go anywhere. We're totally fucked no matter what.
Dude, houses are actually pretty cheap in Detroit. Yo, let's fucking go to Detroit.
And then it's Barbarian.
Yeah.
Like
Just get
straight up
murdered
Barbarian.
by
We
some old
find
hag.
like a whole like another community underneath our house.
Which brings me to Sam Raimi. If you know the guy that did Barbarian's Number, get him to do the new Evil Dead movie.
Wait. You know who it is.
This is Lee Cronin, the guy that did this movie. He directed The Hole in the Ground. And the guy that directed the 2013 movie was Fede Alvarez.
Barbarian.
Yeah.
He did those ones?
For what? He did
No,
what?
I'm talking about the director that did Barbarian.
Yeah. It's his first movie.
What is guy?
That's his first movie.
Yeah, I know. No, it's not his first movie.
As a writer director, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's like an actor or some shit.
No, it's the Whitest Guys You Know.
Oh, right.
For Barbarian.
You're right. You're right.
So they did Miss March. Did they direct that though? I don't know if I probably not.
But like this
they
is probably a
acted
solo effort, and like the other ones are probably with other people.
Again,
right?
yeah.
Right?
So Barbarian was like a huge breakthrough for this guy. Which number one, the Whitest Guys You Know or the Whitest Kids You Know, whatever it was.
Yeah, actually,
is a huge breakthrough in itself. You and I used to watch their videos all the time. Barbarian. Amazing movie.
Yeah, and
I saw it in theaters.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me also of like, have you seen that movie Compliance? But it was actually the feature film directorial debut of the guy that did like the Homestar Runner, website. Do you know that?
No, I don't know what that is.
You don't know that, but it was like a comedy website with all these like animated characters, like Strong Bad and like Homestar Runner. And they just made like funny skits. He like Strong would answer emails and like, they have just funny skits. It's like a cartoon.
Okay. Yeah.
But then he made this really serious, like, to me, it's like, it's not a traditional horror, but it is a horror film. But it's actually based on a true story about like this girl who was asked to strip from her manager after getting a phone call from the supposed police. And apparently there were like all these things that actually happened through America where the managers were said, "Oh, this is the police. Get one of your employees to strip naked for us so we can search."
I heard
them."
about that. Yeah.
And it actually happened multiple times. And whether or not the manager did it or not, it changed. Some of them did, some of them didn't. The ones that did got fired. Most of them that got found out.
Of course.
But they were doing it in their job. Like, it was their job. Like, they're actually completely innocent.
Agreed.
But, but it's interesting, like the Barbarian, they just, they're known for comedy, but then they do something very dead serious. And you're just like, whoa, dude. Like, that's cool.
Dude, check one, dude.
So if you were to rate this movie, Dan, what would you rate it?
This is a hard one for me because I was entertained, but since I lost the grasp for The Evil Dead, which I am a huge fan of. I love the franchise. I've watched all of Ash vs. Evil Dead as well, and I've been, what would you call like somebody that praises it and shows other people?
A champion of it, right?
Oh,
You're
sure,
like,
champion.
You're a champion.
Champion. I'm a
Evil Dead. Check it out. You're spreading the good news.
I'm a
You
portal.
were Sam Raimi's
I'm not a
Evil
portal.
Dead.
I'm a
mirror.
I'm a translucent piece of shit that shows you the way.
Is that how you identify these days?
Yeah. Yep. Actually, yes.
Yes, I'm a translucent piece of shit.
So, if you send me any
Chat
emails,
here
which,
from the
hey,
invisible
if
people.
you don't like this, send me an email. If you like it, send me an email and call me Mr. Translucent Shit. I'd
That's
probably
the
give it.
translucent
I'd probably
shit to
give
you.
it a 5.9.
Ooh, he said it, folks. 5.9.
And it hurts me to say it because
I see
I'm about
the
to
hurt.
tear up. I'm about to tear up because I wanted it to be a breakaway
Sam Raimi,
film.
These tears are for you.
I wanted it to be a breakaway film where it sets the rules
I
for
swore this would be the last movie that
For-
I'd cry
but
on.
for above the ground in the city. I thought it was gonna make rules.
No, I
and
thought they
what
were
it
gonna
did-
go crazy with the rise part of the Evil Dead. Like, like I was thinking in my mind,
But
really cool shit.
What-
We could have explored an
but
entire.
I wasn't even talking about the cool shit though. I'm talking about like creating a philosophy. You know me, like I'm talking about the philosophy and the ideas and the reason behind all this shit. And they were gonna break the rules, man, because that's what they've always done. But
Yeah.
5.9. What's yours?
I mean, Sam Raimi, if you're listening,
Oh God, I
would
hope
love
you are.
to do an Evil Dead movie for you. I feel it's not about paint by numbers. It's not just picking what works in the Evil Dead and using it in your movie, but it's like going with something wild and crazy that's unexpected. Like just going in a different, like not so much a different direction, but like just going outside the box, you know? Like, you don't necessarily have to be so fucking The Grudge remake on it, you know what I mean? Like, I know you're behind that, Sam. I know you were behind that.
But I feel like he
like,
went too far.
Don't have to, like...
I thought he should have brought it back a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I'll watch one, like, to compare it to the 2013 one, it's like, I'll watch one movie where it kind of riffs off the old stuff, and, like, I get kind of intrigued by them reusing lines and reusing plot beats and everything like that. But it's like, to sell me, like, to package up the same thing and sell it to me with just different characters, like, who gives a fuck?
Right.
You know, it's like the characters aren't even the important aspect of your universe, you know? It's the horror, the terror aspect of it, you know? It's like, you did the 2013, like, semi-remake, you know? We're not going to call it an official remake. You know, it's a new thing, which I loved. But it's like, they're trying to package it like, oh, imagine if there was a family and there was children involved. And it's like, no, we're not going to kill the children, though. We're Evil Dead, but we're not going to possess... We're not even going to possess the children, you know what I mean?
Right.
We're just going to leave them alone, and they'll survive with the final girl, you know what I mean? Like, for me,
yeah, they
Evil
were untouched.
Dead, you put them in a movie, they are getting fucking killed.
But also,
you know?
like, it was weird with all of the women, and then they didn't play off of any rules.
It's just not a pulling the punch kind of franchise. You cannot pull the punches. You know, just you have to go all the way.
I know that they tried, but you're right. They didn't go all the way.
Yeah. They teased it. Like, they're like, ooh, this is an Evil Dead movie. Maybe the child is going to get decapitated, or, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's a bit sadistic.
Not really in a movie like this.
But, like, I don't know, Evil Dead, like, that was the whole thing they were teasing to me, is like, there's a family. Now imagine having to kill your family. Even if the little girl turns evil, like, you'll have to kill her. You know, that's the crazy part that would make me like, whoa, that'd fuck with you, you know? That would make, I just killed my niece who was 7 years old.
I think, don't say that too loud. Like, we're in a house where his niece is actually here.
But she's like 10 or 11 or whatever.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you don't want to kill her 5 years ago.
I probably did, you know. She was probably really annoying, you know, at one point, you know. I really love her now, but, like, she's probably really annoying at one point.
So, bringing it all together, we don't even know how to feel about this movie.
But if I was to rate this movie, I would feel totally negative about it, and I would give it a 1.
I've never heard this before.
0 is not acceptable in IMDb, apparently, so a 0 is nulled. I cannot use it. You know, IMDb says no. A 1 is the least factor. You know, it's the least.
Well,
and I don't know, it just felt like a paint
sorry,
by numbers.
guys.
It felt like I was watching The Gray Man, but it was a horror film. You know, just like
why didn't they just make it?
Why didn't a robot write this? You know, like, this is making a terrible case for the writer's strike right now. You know, like, why not just let fucking robots write these movies? Who gives a fuck?
Why don't we just produce these scripts we got now?
But yeah, that more
Guess
to get
what?
into the horror genre.
Guess what? Everyone's gonna watch it if we do it, because no one's got new entertainment. And that's how we're going to close it up. But instead of just doing the new song, I guess, but we're going to do the chicken and chan. What? I don't even know how you do it, but we're going to do it.
And that's how it goes. Evil Dead Rise, baby. It sucked. It takes a while to, like, load up.
Wait, let's try this one more time. Chow, chow, chow.